Morning, boys. Bama back again. Shlubhouse cycle number 1. Now we're on to Teal and Rocky. Teal Gardens first. Another jab down the middle. Jab coming up. No re-reports. I already fucked up on the damn first shot. Great. Worried about my Chick-fil-A breakfast. Just missed it to the left. Easy putt. And we're off to try to get left as I could to have an angle for the second. As you can see, stingers have been pretty tight just about the entire time. That one's a little short though. Great shot, not really. Onwards to 3. Probably could have done a little bit more with this. Maybe not take that 3% off. Left it short, like a dumbass. Decided to see if I could range with this thing at 30 feet. Luckily, it went straight into the hole. 4, I have a tendency to leave short, and I'm pretty sure I hit this a little bit too long, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Again, trying to get my inner pick it up figured out. Just ain't quite got it there. Yeah, left it short. Again, distance is pretty good. Just the aim is just not there yet with the 1 iron. So, play more, get better, right? That's the mantra. 5 is down the middle there. If you get that look, you need to go for those island fairways. Pretty decent effort here, actually, with the 3 wood. Just didn't play the break right. Another decent shot. We're going to start putting decent shot up there instead of great shot. Went clean through 5. 6. Pretty simple look here too. Just again, you got to play the slope of the green. Maybe if I took a little bit more aim, but you know that would require me to have some fucking thought process, and sometimes that just doesn't work. I know. So 7, another jab. This is the Phil Rumley Teal setup. In the hole. Here we are on 8 again with a 332 and 335. Make sure you clear that that danger there.
For Brandon.
Yes. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Have a nice day, sir.
Thanks. Appreciate you.
My pleasure.
Looking like some Chick-fil-A in the morning. The baby says bye. We make an eagle. We move on. Pretty good effort there on 9. Sitting with that back pin. And yet again, another 14. So 8 out of 9, 14 is pretty solid actually so far. Only 4 over through 4.5 courses, so not too terrible, I guess. On to 11 here. Going to break out the 3 iron. Going to try to do our best impression of pick it up. Get that backswing right. Yeah, go and pick that shit up, man. Pick it up out of the hole. Getting a few more hole outs here as we progress. So, hopefully getting back into the groove here. So, 1 better through 2 on the back. 12. Probably could have hit a torpedo there. Just didn't trust it. If I had a shit swipe there, it would have been into the round lake there. Maniacs up. Figured I'd try to range put this back down the hill, so no issue there. All blue through 3. So, key point for all you new guys out there. If you're gonna hit this shot, make sure you put a fucking tee on it. Always put a tee on it. You see that 271 club went 250 and just stopped. So make sure to always tee up. Otherwise, you'll be dropping 2 strokes like I'm fixing to here after I miss this chip. Which eventually will happen. There we go. All right, so all that goodwill gone. So now we got a red and blue card. 14. Just kind of lay out there in the fairway. You know, that tough pin there, so you can't really run anything down to it. So just play in full wind. And just making your putt, moving on. You could be more aggressive there if you wanted to be, but it's just, to me, after hitting that bad shot on 13, I just didn't want to risk it at that point in time. Onto the little circle island here on 15. 3 wood. I ended up playing full wind instead of the jab because I want to make sure I got there. Should have hit it a little bit less, but still a pretty solid shot. 16 was a pretty tough pin too. Decided not to hit a high wood there, the 9 wood. So ended up going, I think that was a 4-iron. Gold tee, so put it right over the hole. Did go with the 9 wood here because I wanted that wind to play as much as possible. Still ended up hitting it a little bit deep. Again, another shit swipe. I didn't mean to put it out there to the right, but I guess I'm glad I did because it would have been much deeper and I couldn't have been a little bit more difficult chip, but did make the chip with a sand wedge. There's no chance me get this through over that little curve in the green, so I just kind of played back. Since it was a longer look today, make your putt, and another 14. So 14's all around besides the Hawthorne back. So what's that? 8 out of 9, or sorry, 9 out of 10 so far have been 14s. So again, solid, just not great. Again, another miss to the left here on the one, stinker on 1. 2, I should have hit a sniper there instead of hitting the backup ball. Super sexy, fun ball. Sniper would have been a better play there. Pretty solid, actually, really solid look here for the 2-iron on 3. I didn't play the wind right, or I didn't play the slope right. I'm not sure which. The combination of both, probably the wind. Distance was pretty damn good though. 4, just kind of knocking up in the fairway here. Don't want to go too far. Some looks it'll be a little bit shorter, so there's really no need to do the torpedo. So just be careful with that if you're playing a little bit shorter look. Took another orbit here. Played a little bit too much wind, but distance was really good. 5. Usually don't have many jab looks here. Usually it's almost always maniacs, but when you do get a jab look, you need to try to take advantage of it, which I did not. Again, solid shots, nothing spectacular, nothing even good. But that's me being probably a little bit harsh on myself like that. That was literally a click off. I was a click off on 1. Probably a click off on 4 too. So here we are on 7. Just trying to park it out there in the fairway. Get your maniacs over the arch, over the rock face on the front. Easy cleanup. And we're on to 8. Probably should have played this to the left. You can play it to the left of that rock. It'll just trickle down into the green. I don't like going that way, so probably shouldn't listen to me when that pin's on the left. You should probably always go left if the look allows. I always try to go around this way, try to curve it back in. It's always going to be a pretty long putt when that pin's up on the top. So, a little right 1. See if we can actually make one for once. And we got it. 9, I've been playing around with this for a while because it's almost always available to do a stinger look. So this was a 113. I ended up hitting it like 1 on 100 because it's going to run out and it's downhill. And another pretty good shot there. Again, just missing it by a click or two. And another 14. So consistently there, just not when you're playing somebody like Barrett, which was playing here. I mean, Barrett's known for the 17-10 rounds or 18-11s or something like that, to where he shoots par, but he has these really big fronts or really big backs, but the opposite on the front, or just depends on the course. But Barrett's a really good player, so he'll have a lot of ups and downs too, just like the rest of us will. They seem to happen more on the back though with Barrett than anything else. So, but anyhow, 10 was pretty easy. It's over the mountain. 11 into the fairway. Give yourself a stinger look. Another click, probably miss on 11. 12, just not like, I mean, I'm surrounding the hole on Rocky anyways. Just can't get anything to drop. I always make sure on your 13 that you have a way to get to the green in 2. If you land in that rough, you have to use either a Maniacs or a Ranger. But on those deep looks anyways. But just make sure you have a clear shot for your second. If you don't have a clear shot, you can always go to that bottom right fairway and hook it around under the arches and get there in 2 as well. It's a simple sniper there with the O-Bird. I think that was a medium tee. On the 15, I always try to bear it far down the fairway as I can, and I kind of wanted a little bit straighter wind. I didn't quite get that. I probably should have played a little bit different, but took another 1-iron here. Hit it a little bit too hard. That was probably more like a 58 or 59% shot, but kept it out of trouble on the front. Easy putt, since it wasn't the right line. 16, you can almost always go down here and have a shot for 2 on your second. You either did a Maniacs. If the wind's in your face, you can get a grabber, or even an Orbits if you wanted to. I chose a grabber here. A little short. They wouldn't be too deep with that wind blowing ever so slightly out. It was mostly a crosswind though. I have a tendency to hit a stinker shot here, but that down 11, I haven't figured out how to get the ball to stop, so I just put a little bit of a loft on this one. Let's park it right by the cup. And we're on our way for another 14 if we can execute here on 18. Just going to hit a little grabber here, right around. Let the slope do its job. Easy inside 20 feet putt. And another 14. We'll be back with the next 2 courses in a little while.